Hey guys, it's Magic again. Today's topic is limiting beliefs. We need to stop limiting ourselves with our thoughts, because a lot of the reason why we don't do the things that we want to do is because we talk ourselves out of it. I know I will be like, hey, I'm going to do this thing. Like right now, I'm trying to convince myself I'm going to publish this book. But first I gotta, get through like all the processes of that. But I keep telling myself and stopping the process because I keep talking down to myself and telling myself that it's not going to happen. And it's those type of limiting beliefs that tend to make it to where we don't actually pursue our dreams. We talk ourselves out of achieving them before we even try. So we need to stop limiting ourselves, because our mind, what it wants to do is it wants to protect us. So what it's going to do is it's going to try to trick us into believing that we cannot do something simply because it's not familiar to us, because we didn't, because we haven't done it before. So therefore, we could fail, we could get hurt, we could get embarrassed. So it wants to protect us by stopping us from even trying. Because we feel like if we fail, then it'll somehow prove we're not enough. It'll affect our self-worth or make us feel like we're failures. When in reality, no. We failed. That does not make you a failure. Failing does not make you a failure. Staying down is what makes you a failure. If you get back up and you try again and you learn from that failure, then you're not a failure. So you need to reach for more. Reach for your dreams, reach for your goals, and don't listen to that little negative voice in your head that's telling you that you can't do it. Because if somebody else told you that your dreams were irrelevant, that they sucked, and that you'd never achieve it, you would fight that. So don't let the little voice in your head win out on this. Don't let it tell you what you can and cannot do. I mean, a lot of people say I'm pessimistic because I always prepare for the worst case scenario. I mean, I hope for the best, but I prepare for the worst. But at the end of the day, I still get back up and try again, even when I fail. Whatever stage of life you're in, whether you just fell down and you don't think you can get back up, this isn't how you are. You can change, you can get better, and you can get up again. You just have to want to. If you think your day is good, you're right. If you think it's bad, you're right. Because largely how we feel like things are going for us, like, or if we feel how we're doing at a certain task, it's actually how we think we're doing. Because if you say, hey, I'm good at this thing, you usually try to be better at it. If you think that you're just going to suck at it forever, you're probably going to suck at it forever because you're not going to put in the effort. If you want to get good, you need to let yourself know that you're trying and you're doing your best, and you can improve, and you will. After all, growth only happens outside of your comfort zone. You can't grow if you aren't pushing yourself to do things that make you uncomfortable. You can't grow if you aren't willing to fail. You can't succeed at anything if you aren't willing to fail. So in order to make sure that you're able to achieve your dreams or to become the person that you're meant to be, you have to put yourself out there. You have to do things that make you uncomfortable. You have to be willing to possibly fail. When we fail, we need to learn from our mistakes. A lot of people, when they fail, they just give up. They stop trying. But that's not what failure is for. That's not what experience is for. We're supposed to learn and get better so we can improve. Don't let failure limit who you can become. I know my main limiting belief is that I'm not worthy. Not good enough. Things like that. And I'm trying to get better with that. I'm working towards improving my beliefs on that, but it is one of the things I struggle with every day. But I do know that it will get better in time. Just got to keep working on it. And every time that I fail and I fall back into those beliefs, I just learn and try to get back up and move forward. I don't stay there. Staying there is what makes you a failure. You don't stay in failure. I think a lot of my limiting beliefs come from my desire to feel loved by my parents, because despite everything, I just never really felt like they truly loved me for me, because it always felt kind of conditional. There's a lot of things that had happened whenever I was a kid, like with my grandma. She always was like, she was old and senile, and she'd call at me and act like she hated me a lot, but I still loved her, and I wanted her to love me. And as much as my aunt loved me, and I knew that she loved me, a lot of time I felt like I didn't exist to her. And with my dad, I'm the closest to my dad. I love him to pieces. I know he loves me, but there's still this part of me that doesn't quite feel like he actually loves me, that he more loves the person that he thinks I am or that he wants me to be, because whenever I show my true self to him, he doesn't always accept it. And so I don't really feel like there's real love there. I don't feel like I'm enough or good enough. And with my mom, it's like no matter what I do, I feel like I'm wrong. No matter what I do, I'm always not good enough with her. So I just don't know. So I think that's where a lot of that comes from, is my desire for them to love me and never quite feeling like I hit the bar. I know that as long as I stay quiet and out of the way, and I didn't say or do anything, and I did as I was told and made sure I was unnoticeable, then I was fine with a lot of people in my family. And as long as I don't express my beliefs or who I am as a person or what I want in my life, then I was fine. They loved me. And that's not how it should be. I shouldn't have to hide who I am or what I believe or what I think or what I want to do or my dreams or the fact that I like to write. I shouldn't have to hide those things to feel like I'm loved. I shouldn't have to put on a mask around my family, around people that are supposed to love me unconditionally. And the more that I do that, the more I feel like I'm unworthy and unlovable or not good enough. But in the end of the day, I can choose to listen to those beliefs, or I can choose to just be myself and say, if you don't like it, well, that's your problem, not mine. I am who I am, and at the end of the day, I need to accept me and love me for me, and get out of those beliefs by loving and accepting myself 100% unconditionally, and learn to grow. It's important to me, and I do need to find myself and figure out who I am as a person and figure out how to get out of this mindset and to stop putting myself down because people that I feel like should care about me don't make me feel like they do. Because at the end of the day, my self-worth should come from inside, not from what other people think. So I think that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for listening, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. And remember, go out and spread the love, okay?